What's up, guys? We are talking about this video. If you haven't seen it, that's going out there viral, of a taxi fight that came up, and Sangoma, female Sangoma, is kind of like at the center of it, and she wants to fight with this guy so much, and she gets into it. You know, she's like, what are you saying about my ancestors? She's she starts strangling this guy, okay? And she starts really getting into this fight. She wants to fight this guy. And it dawned on me that if these spirits love you, right? They're supposedly here for your success. If these spirits are really for your success, they will tell you not to get involved with a fight like that. She is a lady. She's fighting with a man. Of course, the man is going to want to defend himself. Okay, he's like, hey, what's going on here? We're just going to keep strangling each other. And it's this thing where, you know what? You got your beliefs over there. That's your thing. It's your thing, not mine. So keep your ancestralisms to yourself. And so to come to a point where she has to, bear in mind, your ancestors are your ancestors. They got nothing to do with me, okay? Her ancestors are her ancestors. They have nothing to do with this guy. But why is it that the ancestors would make you or would allow you to go into that type of a fight? And when we were talking with us, Portia, we spoke about the willingness to accept the spirits. I'm going to do a little bit of a recall to that video, because there is a point where you are just being introduced to these ideas. Then you come to a point where you love the ideas. You love the power they give. And so you now want more. You now are the one who's now wanting. At first, they are the ones that push this thing on you. But then you come to a point where you outgrow that level to a point where you are now giving yourself into it. It says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end is destruction. It tells you there is a point where you outgrow the push on you, where the doctrine is not just the doctrine that's taught you, deceiving you. No. The doctrine that you now come to a point of loving, to a point where you are willing to endanger yourself. It kind of made me remember when we were speaking about the subject of Armageddon and so forth, and you see those that are disbelieving in the truth, the Bible, you see them said to be at a point where they want to attack the New Jerusalem kingdom, to take it over. The rebellion of Satan in heaven is seen in them. How does that come about? You see this fight. You see this video here. This video illustrates that. This video illustrates it because at first it's pushed on you. You know? Remember when Mukovivi started? At first they pushed Muvaxisos on us. They pushed Muvaxisos on us. But then they didn't have to push it at the end. The people around you would have pushed you enough. The people around you. I saw Christians denouncing fellow Christians. Hey, if you don't have Muvaxiso, what difference has it made? It disappeared. 2 years later, you divided with people that you should not have divided over Muvaxiso, politics. What is it? It shows you the lane in which doctrine goes. It's pushed on you, right? Which is the very same spirit, by the way. It's the spirit of Jezebel. That's how Jezebel, let's say the character of Jezebel, no spirit. I know nothing about the spirit of Jezebel. The character of Jezebel, okay? It entices. When you don't yield, it comes with crushing authority. It uses two different, and that's the same thing with the devil. He uses enticement. And when you fall for the enticement, you are one of his. You are willing to act out your anger. You see this video? Very chilling. While this fight gets started, now bear in mind, she's the aggressor. She's the one who chokes the man first. And the man at first is willing to be dismissive. And even in the middle of the fight, he gets into it a little bit and then he goes back. But oh no, she's at it. Why? That idea that you heard from Sister Portia. It starts like that. It starts at a point where you would be repelling it. And then you come to a point where you are like, okay, I submit. And then it comes to a point where it completely takes you over to a point where you are not the one who's the aggressor. When they say, oh, these are your answers, and you just take that. No, they're not. They're far from it. And how do you know they are far from it? It's because they do not have the right from that parable displayed right there. It's Ricky's Sexuality Show. I thought this was such a telling part, and I wanted to bring it back here. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Do check it out. It's down in the pinned comments, and here I'll have a wonderful one. Very interesting characteristics